Hello everyone. Welcome back to the MCQ series of CBSE 10th Chemistry. Previously we have completed chapter number 1, 2 and 3. Today we are going to start with the next chapter, that is Chemistry of Carbon Compounds. My name is Arpita Banerjee and you are watching Arpita Classes. Let's get started. The first question says, the electronic configuration of an element is found to be 2.4. How many bonds can the element form in a compound? So if the electronic configuration is 2.4, that means this element needs another 4 electrons to complete the octet. So the valency of this element is 4. And what is the meaning of valency? The combining capacity. That means it can form 4 bonds with other element. So the option will be 1, 2, 4 and 6. The right option is 4. Question number 2 is, the following chemical reaction shows the addition of chlorine to methane in the presence of sunlight. CH4 plus Cl2 gives you X. What is likely to be the product of the reaction represented by X? Now we know that methane is a saturated hydrocarbon and the saturated hydrocarbon undergoes substitution reaction. So when methane is reacting with chlorine, one of the hydrogen will be replaced by chlorine and will be getting the product as one hydrogen will be less here, so it will be CH3 and one chlorine will be introduced. So it will be CH3Cl. So basically if I show you the reaction like this is the structural formula for methane and it is reacting with chlorine. I am writing chlorine like this. What happens is chlorine will substitute hydrogen from here and hydrogen will be taking the place of chlorine. So basically chlorine will come here and hydrogen will go here. So the product will be CH3. Here chlorine will come and the substituted hydrogen will combine with another chlorine to give you HCl. So the product is CH3Cl and HCl. So option C is the right option. So the next question is, the below image represents a chemical reaction where ethanol is oxidized using K2Cr2O7 and H2SO4. This is a reaction, gives you X. Which of the following options represent the product X? So we know that when primary alcohol or whenever alcohol is oxidized, it gives us carboxylic acid. So there is an alcohol with 2 carbon atoms, so we should get an acid with 2 carbon atoms, that is ethanoic acid, whose common name is also acetic acid. So the options are CH2O, no, CH3CH, no, CH3CO, CH3, no, CH3COOH. So this is the carboxylic acid, COOH, and there are 2 carbon atoms. So we are getting a carboxylic acid with 2 carbon atoms, that is ethanoic acid. So this is the product. Next question is, the following image represents a carbon compound which functional group is present in this compound. So I have drawn the image out over here. This is the image where this is a carbon compound and you have to find out which functional group is present in this image. So this is a functional group, C double bond O, and C double bond O is called as ketone. So the options are alcohol, aldehyde, carboxylic acid, ketone is the right answer. Question number 5 says, a carbon compound contains 2 carbon atoms, 2 atoms of carbon. Which name should the carbon compound bear? That is butane, ethane, methane and propane. So 2 carbon atom means it should be ethane. 1 carbon atom is methane, 2 carbon atom is ethane, 3 is propane, 4 is butane, 5 is pentane, 6 is hexane. I am talking about the alkene series, okay. 7 is heptane, 8 is octane, 9 is nonane and 10 is decane. So 2 carbon atom means it is ethane. So the next question number 6 is, which of the following is the molecular formula of cyclobutane? Now what is a cyclobutane? If I draw the structure of cyclobutane, this is cyclobutane. All these corners are carbon. So these are all carbons. Now if you see this carbon, there are 2 bonds already. So another 2 bonds will be occupied by hydrogen. These 2 will be occupied by hydrogen. These 2 will be occupied by hydrogen and these 2 will be occupied by hydrogen. So if you see the molecular formula of cyclobutane should be C4 and H8. So it is C4H8. C is the right option. Next question is, methane, ethane and propane are said to form a homologous series because they are hydrocarbons. No, because there are many hydrocarbons, even ethene, ethyne, propyne, butane, many compounds are hydrocarbons. Saturated compounds, no. Aliphatic compounds, no. differ from each other by a CH2 group. This is a criteria when the compounds are said to be homologues of each other, that every member should differ by CH2 unit or 14 molecular mass. So this is the right option, differ from each other by a CH2 group. Next question is, which of the following belongs to homologous series of alkyne? Now what is an alkyne? The general formula for an alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. So as many number, where n is what? N is the number of carbon atom. So as many number of carbon is there, hydrogen should be 2 less than double of it. Okay, so if you see, this is C6H6. Number of carbon atom, number of hydrogen atom is same. So it doesn't belong to alkyne series. C2H6, no, because it is double, hydrogen is 2 more than double of it. So it is alkane basically. C2H4, it is just double. So even it is not alkyne, it is an alkene. C3H4. Now carbon is 3, so hydrogen should be 2 less than double of it. The double of 3 is 6, 2 less than that is 4. So C3H4 is the right answer. So this should be a member of homologous series of alkynes. Next question is, how many single bonds are present in methane? Methane is the simplest organic molecule and we all know the structure of methane is like this. So how many single bonds do you see here? There are 4 single bonds, so 4 is the right answer. Next question is, a hydrocarbon should have a minimum of dash carbon atoms to show isomerism. For showing isomerism, we should have minimum of 4 carbon atoms, because once we get 4 carbon atoms, then only we can start branching it. With 3 carbon atoms, we cannot do the branching, we cannot show the isomerism. So we should have minimum of 4 carbon atoms. So now question number 11 is, the IUPAC name of this compound is, okay. So we know that for IUPAC naming, first of all we have to select the longest chain. So here the longest chain is this one. This is the longest chain. Okay. Now second thing is, we have to number the carbon atom from the side where we get the substituent in the least number of carbon. So we have this substituent here and this substituent here. So we have to count the number atom from this side, number the carbon atom, because from this side we are getting the substituents in second carbon. If we number it from this side, we get it in the third carbon. So we have to number it from this side. Now first we need to write down the locant of the substituent, that is the position or the number of carbon atom where the substituent is attached, and then we have to name the substituents. We can say the substituents are methyl. So we'll say 2, 2. In second carbon there are 2 methyl attached. So 2, 2. How many methyls? 2 methyls. So dimethyl. So 2, 2 dimethyl, and then the longest chain, that is butane. This is called, longest chain is called as word root. So the word root will be butane here because it contains 4 carbon atoms. So 2, 2 dimethyl butane. Let us see which option it is. This is B option, 2, 2 dimethyl butane. Next is, which of the following is the formula of butanoic acid? Butanoic acid means, butane means there are 4 carbon atoms and oic acid means 1 carboxylic group is there. So if you see, this is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon and fourth carbon, and this is the carboxylic group. So this is CH3, CH2, CH2, COH is your butanoic acid. B is the right option. Next question is, the number of isomers of pentane is. Now in pentane we have 3 isomers. We have done it before also. I'll just show you here. Let me rub this part. So we have 3 isomers in pentane. The first isomer is just a normal pentane, that is straight chain pentane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2 and CH3. This is called as N-pentane. This is a straight chain pentane. Then we have 4 carbon atom in the straight chain and 1 is branched over here. So this is CH3, CH2, CH, CH3 and this is also CH3. This is called as 2-methyl butane, or the common name of this is isopentane. So this is another isomer of this, and the third one is 3 carbon atom in the straight chain and 2 are branched over here. This is CH3, CH3, CH3 and CH3. The IUPAC name of this is 2,2-dimethyl propane, or the common name is neopentane. So these are the 3 isomers we have for pentane. So this is option number B. Next question is, which of the following will undergo addition reaction? We know that saturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reaction. Sorry, unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reactions. So here we need to find out which one is unsaturated hydrocarbon. So either it will be with the formula CnH2n, that is alkene, or CnH2n minus 2. With this general formula, any compound here if we see that will undergo addition reaction. So CH4 is methane, it is alkane, no, it will go for substitution reaction. C3H8, it is propane. C2H6, it is ethane. C2H4 is ethene. So C2H4 is having a double bond, unsaturated hydrocarbon, and it will go for addition reaction. Next is question number 15. When ethanoic acid is treated with NaHCO3, the gas evolved is. Now we know that ethanoic acid is an acid. When it is treated with NaHCO3, that is sodium bicarbonate. So when an acid is treated with bicarbonate or carbonate salt, carbon dioxide gas is evolved. So the answer will be B, carbon dioxide. Question number 16. Ethanol on complete oxidation gives. Now any hydrocarbon when completely oxidized or combusted, it gives carbon dioxide and water. Remember, it could be any hydrocarbon. When complete oxidation is done, it always gives you carbon dioxide and water. So B is the right option. Question number 17. Which of the following will give a pleasant smell of ester when heated with ethanol and a small quantity of H2SO4? We know that when ethanol is treated with ethanoic acid in presence of H2SO4, we get ester. So the answer will be ethanoic acid. Find out ethanoic acid from here, CH3COH. This is ethanoic acid. Okay, this is ethanol, this is methanol, and this is ethanal. So this is ethanoic acid. So this is the right answer. Question number 18. Addition reactions are undergone by. Addition reactions are undergone by unsaturated hydrocarbons, that is alkenes and alkynes. So the options are saturated hydrocarbons, no. Only alkenes, only alkynes, both alkenes and alkynes. So both alkenes and alkynes will be the right answer. Question number 19. Identify A in the following reaction. CH3COH plus Na2CO3. Again, this is reaction of acetic acid or ethanoic acid with sodium bicarbonate. So you can see carbon dioxide and water is released, and here there will be a salt, that is sodium ethanoate, CH3COONA, CH3COONA. This salt will be produced over here. So let us see, this is the right answer. Last question for today, that is a hydrocarbon has 4 carbon atoms. Give its molecular formula if it is an alkene. Now 4 carbon atom with which should be an alkene. We know the general formula for alkene is CnH2n. So if carbon atom is 4, hydrogen should be double of it, that is hydrogen should be 8. So the molecular formula of this alkene will be C4H8. Let us find out C4H8. This is the right option. So in today's video, we have covered 20 MCQs from chemistry of carbon compounds. In the next video, we will cover more MCQs from the same chapter. So stay tuned and thank you so much.